on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Chark is on his third feline-branded team in 3 seasons, going from the Jaguars to the Lions and now to the Panthers. He's a former 1,000-yard guy and an accomplished deep threat, but also hasn't stayed healthy for a full season. The Panthers, they need someone with his ability in the lineup.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because...
Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Burrow changing the look.
11 empty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First down, here's Burrow. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Edmonds will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll change things up. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
11, Thomas.
Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Willis. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. That'll give them 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. 17-0 our score after 1. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, here's Willis. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Get set. Let's go. 11 MT. 11 MT. Gotta make a play.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. With Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
Ridiculous. Take him out. On 2.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11.
Just take it to him.
Burrow will throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready?
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell. There he goes, left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 1, ready?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Got it.
Not what I saw. The ball. Are we watching the same game? Of course they called that.
we go.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Here's Burrow. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
A give to Pollard running left. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Score on these guys. Let's show them what you are made of.
11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chase Claypool, 28 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast and as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Down the right sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 28, Panthers 24. Chase Elliott set to
Now
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Burrow changing things up here. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
More the motion man right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Going quickly out wide to Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Saints' 13-yard line.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Second down throw coming by Willis. And that'll be caught by Tony. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Loose inside the 30. Inside. And I think the ball's out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one. And the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Ready up.
Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. Touchdown! Albert O from 6 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Here we go.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, here's Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Ready?
Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman taking it in. And the Saints take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got a man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter.
Good set. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Now Burrow on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3.
11. 12. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
11 mighty.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
11.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And Burrow going to change the play. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Panthers. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it will be intercepted. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
78 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's 2nd and a yard. In motion right, that's Hardman. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Pollard one more time.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Malik Willis
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's 1st and 10.
12. 11.
Here's Burrow.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kenneth Murray
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Burrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores now. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
This is caught inside the 15. Here's first and goal. Burrow. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Throwing, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it's still